Have you ever been told you'll never be good enough? That you don't belong? That your dreams are too big, too far, too foreign? 10-year-old Amir stood in the school hallway clutching his lunchbox, the scent of cumin and saffron escaping the tightly wrapped foil. It wasn't the smell that bothered the other kids. It was him, his accent, his name, his silence. "Go back to your country," a boy sneered. The words hit harder than any punch could. Amir didn't fight back. He didn't cry. He just walked into the cafeteria, sat alone, and ate the meal his mother had packed with love and hope. He was used to it, used to being the other. But deep inside that quiet boy, a fire had already started. Amir was only 7 when his family fled war. His father had once been a doctor, his mother a school teacher. In their new country, they cleaned motel rooms, worked at gas stations, and served fast food with dignity and invisible dreams. His father always told him, "Amir, education is your passport to anywhere." And so, Amir studied hard. While other kids played video games or hung out after school, he was learning vocabulary, writing essays, translating documents for his parents, and helping his little sister navigate homework in a language she barely understood. But it wasn't just school. Amir watched. He listened. He paid attention to how people treated each other, how some voices echoed in rooms while others were ignored. He made a promise to himself. "One day I'll speak, and they will listen." In high school, he ran for class president. A group of students laughed when he put up his campaign posters. "President? Bro, you're not even American." He smiled. "That's what makes me different. And that's why I'll win." And he did. By a landslide. He didn't promise popularity. He promised purpose. He brought ESL tutoring for immigrant kids. He pushed for halal and vegetarian options in the cafeteria, not just for himself, but for inclusion. He gave every student a reason to feel seen. Still, not everyone cheered. Hate mail arrived in his locker. He was called a terrorist, a fraud, a joke. But for every insult, a teacher reminded him of his worth. For every shove in the hallway, a janitor whispered, "Keep going, son. Don't stop." He didn't stop. Amir went to college on a scholarship. He studied political science and public policy. He spent summers volunteering in low-income neighborhoods, organizing youth initiatives, and speaking at city council meetings about immigrant rights. When asked why he worked so hard, he said, "Because someone like me wasn't supposed to be here. So I'm making room for all of us." Then came the turning point, a viral video. Amir stood on a debate stage, just 21, challenging a seasoned politician on national television. "My family may have arrived with nothing," he said, "but we brought dreams. And dreams in this country can still come true." Millions watched. People cried. Some mocked. But others saw something they hadn't seen in years. A leader who remembered where he came from and who hadn't forgotten where he wanted everyone to go. 10 years passed. Amir faced threats. He faced lawsuits. He faced headlines that called him unfit, un-American, unworthy. But the fire never died. At 30, he ran for Congress. He won. At 36, he announced his candidacy for president. The backlash was instant. "An immigrant can't be president. Go back home. He doesn't represent us." But he pressed forward, not with rage, but with grace. Election night. The world watched. And then, history. Amir Rahman, elected by the people, for the people, as the 47th President of the United States. He stood on the stage, the same kind where a decade earlier he had been told to sit down. and he spoke. 10 years ago, I was told I'd never be American. But America isn't defined by birthright. It's defined by belief. I believed in this country when it didn't believe in me. I believed in the power of our differences. And now, I stand here, not as a symbol of triumph, but as a servant of hope. For every kid eating alone at lunch, for every parent working a double shift, for every immigrant who dared to dream, the crowd roared. And in the front row, his mother wept, not because her son had become president, but because he never stopped being her Amir. Some stories are written in books, others in hearts. This one was written in courage, because sometimes the kid they said would never belong becomes the one who belongs to everyone. Thanks for watching. If this story moved you, like, comment, and subscribe. For more powerful real-life stories, turn on the notification bell so you never miss what's coming next. See you in the next video.